Today I would like to talk about one of my favorite novels, Gone Girl. It's by Gillian Flynn. There is no such thing as good and bad. There are only shades of grey. We have the choice of taking the side of person who might be slightly better than the other. So Gone Girl is one such book where none of the characters are good. They all have their own motives behind the things they do. Now, good thing about this book is the author doesn't prejudice our mind about the characters. She just narrates the story and lets us viewers decide on whose side we'd like to be. The story deals with a very complex character. The author has to be appreciated for her brilliance in designing it. We do usually come across self-centered people or the ones who love to be called a hero or audience's darling. But here in this book, a certain character pulls all stops, even at the cost of a person's life, to prove that their heroism. Now, more about that would only lead to me giving spoilers, and I will refrain from doing it. No matter how old the book is or the movie made on the book is, I would still prefer not revealing the twists. There might be people out there who'd want to read the novel, and I don't want to be a killjoy. Now, coming to the story revolves around a young couple named Nick Dunn and Amy Dunn. They both lose their jobs, and hence they head to their Nick's hometown to take care of his ill parents. Nick uses his wife's trust fund to buy a bar. Now, Amy wasn't happy there. She doesn't admit it to Nick, but if we read through lines, we'll understand that she isn't happy there. So on their 5th anniversary, Nick comes to know that his wife isn't at home and starts searching for her. He then realizes she's gone. Now, police of course suspects Nick of doing something. Now, Nick isn't after all a perfect husband. He knew his marriage was falling apart. Amy was no angel either. Both Nick and Amy narrate their side of stories. So what happened to Amy? Did she go on her will, or was she kidnapped, or what happened to her? Or does Nick have anything to do with her disappearance? Now that forms the crux of story. Now, if you haven't read the book, I request you to definitely give it a try. It's worth all the hype. The narration, the plot twist will definitely blow your mind. The characters will stay with you for ages. The author actually adds humor in a twisted way. Now, you'll realize this once you start reading the book. The lines between good and bad get erased in certain situations. Now, in the story, the character Amy, she poses a question as for what do you think a cool girl is like? And her definition of cool girl sounds so true in all levels. You know, about what men actually find, how man actually finds a girl cool. It's like you already knew certain things, yet you refuse to acknowledge them, and she did it very well in this book. You know, a guy's proper definition of a cool girl. Now, there are many such phrases in the book that will definitely amuse you. Now, the lines between good and bad get erased in certain situations. Like, what is a bigger crime? Cheating on your spouse or taking a life? What is a bigger sin? Lying to your spouse or manipulating your spouse into doing something sinister, yet come out to the world as a hero? Now, it will be up to the audience to decide on reading the book. It deals with some mature themes, so I'd strictly suggest it to adults. And I request you guys to read the book if you haven't read, and I'm sure you'll be happy reading it. If you love reading thrillers, trust me, this book will definitely not disappoint you. And you want to read other works of the author Gillian Flynn too. She has written some lovely books, wonderful thrillers, and You'll definitely want to read her other works too. Thank you.